Everything was pretty normal with Jake through the pregnancy.
There was a flat head when he was born, so we received support from them on what we should do, and, who we should see, specialists. They were really there to help us, guide us kind of along our journey.
We had one child. We didn't have any frame of reference for what was normal, what was abnormal for behaviors, or a lot for the developmental milestones and stuff. And so the CDC really guided us with that.
We had went through one I think it's called a CDBC-B test for autism, and we were told that we didn't qualify. We were close, but not quite enough. And over the years, we kept pursuing it, and support and encouragement from Estella, who was our main contact at the CDC. We had a second attempt in Victoria and were successful in receiving that diagnosis for our son so that he could be fully supported at school.
Having to go through all of that was very challenging. Trying to navigate that on your own would have been almost impossible, because sometimes you go into, specialists, they always mean very well, support people always mean very well, but sometimes their words, even though they're true, can be very hurtful. Particularly with Estella, she always came with something positive and wonderful to say about Jake. You felt like she was sort of an extension of our family. We went to Children's Hospital and we knew something wasn't quite right. And he was diagnosed with epilepsy, and it was a pretty big shock for us. It was a huge shock, actually.
The daycare centers didn't have enough staff or weren't able to staff just to be able to look after him. So they kind of augmented his care by having someone there each day that Jake was there. For us as parents, for our concerns, we both work. We really were put to rest knowing that there was going to be someone in addition there to help with Jake, integration, helping him interact with other kids, all kinds of stuff that made his experience a lot more positive and supported there.
The CDC really set us up with this really strong framework to get him through the early years.
Ready?
There's more and more kids who need access to these services. The time frame to get those supports so that they're maximized for these kids is pretty short, right? You can't wait 2 years for these services. These kids need them. When they need them now. They can't wait even 6 months or a year. I encourage all parents who have any question about their child to go, but also to do your best to support the CDC in whatever you can do.